Today,
We are live
from
on
Orchard
Week
Park, New
10,
York,
game number 1 of the 2021 NFL season.
this
It
is
is between
NFL
the
21 on
Los
EA
Angeles
Sports.
Rams going up against the Buffalo Bills. We are in Buffalo, New York. And what is going to see after week.
We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams. Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium at Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway in Buffalo. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Rams taking the field and leading the way. The man from Cal, the former number 1 overall pick, Jared Goff.
That's not unusual for a team to have a little bit of a letdown after appearing in the Super Bowl. And the Rams had that Super Bowl letdown after their loss in Super Bowl 53 to New England. But it might surprise people. The quarterback, Jared Goff, still finished 3rd in the NFL in passing yards and better than 4,600. They just want to see him cut down on the number of interceptions he threw last year. And they think the Rams can elevate their offense yet again.
Now a first down throw, gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going. 13 yards in the game's opening play.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still looked towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019. Runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there, 8 yards on a first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now it's Henderson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
He's brought a good burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now gone. He's got the rookie from Florida. That's Van Jefferson with it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Robert Woods from Jared Goff. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15, and he feels like he can get it done.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I think the development of Josh Allen as a starting quarterback in Buffalo has been rapid. We knew he had a big arm coming out of college. People question his accuracy, his decision-making a little bit, but continues to improve as well. And the biggest surprise, how well he's used his legs to give them an extra dimension in the running game. And give him credit. His completion percentage last season was up 6 points from the year before. Proves.
Now look at the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. To the air, Allen rolling to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to drop him for a loss of a couple. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, you may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. That's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
That's I love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Los Angeles Rams get another win in Week 5, this time in Washington. And, Sunday, October 11th, that's a good day now for sports in Southern California for this past weekend because the Lakers won their 17th NBA title. They beat the Heat. And then they've also, although they didn't play that day, they've got the Dodgers still going in the postseason as well. But let's focus on the Rams, Charles. They moved to 4-1 with that 30-10 victory and really looked pretty dominant. And then not only that, they've now completely swept the NFC East. All 4 wins have come against that division.
Yeah, I think they petitioned the league to move to the NFC East this year to guarantee themselves a playoff spot. Because they're in the NFC West. They're 4-1. And it is a battle every time out. Seattle's 5-0. Arizona's 3-2. San Francisco, they have a disappointing record right now, but you figure they can get hot at any time. They were in the Super Bowl last year. Can we go to the NFC East, please? Because that would be kind of cool. But the return of Alex Smith, and you were there for that. I thought you handled that so well, Brandon, when he came out on the field. What an amazing story that was. But this Rams defense, they held Washington to 180 yards of total offense. The fewest the Rams have given up since 1980. They sacked the quarterbacks 8 times. Aaron Donald, he got 4 of those, and it felt like 40. Tremendous games. I ask you 2 questions. 1, Jared Goff, he looks like a much improved quarterback. And 2, are you digging the bone uniform that the Rams are flashing?
I do like that bone color uniform, and I'll tell you what, Jared Goff, a lot of things for him underneath, but incredibly efficient, and he was very, very efficient in this victory. And now, Charles, they go to San Francisco, who's struggling a bit, home against Chicago and at Miami. The Rams, we'll see if they can go on a little run here to improve that 4-1 record. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rams 7, Bills nothing. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Henderson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried a stress reversal into the game, because you do practice it, you do go through it. And in this case, it's clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And get on there, it's Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
When you think of the Rams and their passing game, sometimes Robert Woods gets overlooked. But if I told you he led the team in targets for the last 2 years and had 139 last year, would you be surprised? Probably. But now with Brandon Cooks gone from the roster, they'll look in his direction maybe even more. And I just love the intensity that he plays the game with.
On 1st down, Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I remember covering Robert Woods in college at USC, and consistent was a word that was always used about him. Maybe we should have added dependable as well. Over 1,100 yards each of the last 2 seasons. This guy studied to be an NFL receiver while in college and has carried that over to the NFL. A Bruce Pro, this guy plays as hard as anyone in the league.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offensive coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Goff throwing complete to Kupp, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 6, that'll leave them with 34.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A shotgun snap for Gone. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now Goff on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. 3 yards the game for second down. Jefferson. A 3-yard pickup.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, it's Henderson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. The connection there, Goff to Cooper Kupp. And the Rams add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And it's good to make it 14-0. That drive along one, spanning 15 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and Roberts chooses not to bring this one out. 25-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive, and they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game. Injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury. It's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down. And down he goes on the pressure. The Rams defense. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. First carry for the second-year running back, it's Devin Singletary. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Look at the spin. Oh, he sheds himself free. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. 30-yard line. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. And really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Bills are going to use the first timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the gun to give to Henderson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Allen down on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. To gain 7.
And there's a catch there by Stephon Diggs. If he is dangerous, whether you throw the ball to him short or you target him downfield for the big plays, averaging nearly 18 yards per catch. That ranked 4th in the league last season. He is elusive and tough to get down on the ground when he's in the open field.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll get it out near the 35, right at the 34. The Bills trail here, but get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and Roberts choosing not to bring this one. Out come the Bills now as they go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset, but typically halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they thought they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slam. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of Central. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you kind of nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They run with a read from Utah. This is Zach Moss. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you continue to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at the 20. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They run the toss with Henderson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the pretty good pickup on 1st down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside, or they can really shred your defense.
2nd and 5 down. Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball, let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Goff on 1st down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A throw over the middle, take it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And now we get into psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 22, Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run on 1st down. Henderson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead.
So that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplished exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Sam Schloman for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. At their own 25-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. These guys had a punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after you just gave up a score.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. They're not going to get to the line and run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. They'll roll him out right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, it's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's 4th down. Now they're D going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Stuff to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And again, it's Allen. It'll buy some time right. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Allen on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. Allen finding Brown for Bill's 1st down.
Nice game there, partner. But you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. But it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. 12 yards there and a 1st down. The offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Allen. Now he's flushed down left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Nice work to get 7 out of there, and it's 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off and it's short.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On play action, Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley. There to make the grab. And the Bills get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That would lead up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown. It's almost like, yeah, you know what?
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
It's up, it's good, and they'll cut the lead at 21 to 7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So 2 scores down, time definitely not alive, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. LA readies for its next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, it's Henderson. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henderson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. Oh, I'm happy with that.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. They did this one. So the LA Rams with a victory here, and you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. But what we saw here was offense spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just the week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, Tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
I think the Rams and winners over the Buffalo Bills, 21-7. That end the stream. I'll be back with another one tomorrow. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.